Hey everyone, we're back with some BTS.
The world's nastiest bullet video that we're doing for the TV show. Never done anything like this. The thing is, when we film this today, we got one shot.
We only got one chance at this, so we're about to get the shot.
All right, we're behind the scenes today at a Guardian roofing job that we're doing for a TV episode. I'm here with Michael Atkinson.
How's it going?
So, we're putting a fortified roof on today. So, tell us real quick, the Reader's Digest, what is a fortified roof? And then we're going to kind of go around and show everybody what it looks like.
Really, a fortified roof is a reinforcement of your decking to encapsulate the deck to make sure that your roof is secure and not going to get water penetration in case something happens to the shingle.
Okay, so I'm going to go around, and you were showing me some of the tools that you guys use, but I'm really interested in this one here. So I know part of doing this, you're fastening the roof down differently, you're putting more nails. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but what in the world is this?
So this is a plastic cap coil nailer. And so when you're putting your felt down, you're putting plastic caps. In windstorm areas, you're putting 6 nails per shingle on the top and bottom layers. You're putting 12-inch on center in the center, the 2 rows in the center. When you're using a regular plastic cap by hand, it takes forever. These actually shave about 3 hours off. It's just a pneumatic coil nailer for plastic cap nails.
So I got to ask you one question. Is that thing full auto?
No. But the guys are pretty quick with it.
Seriously, how quick? It's a lot faster than most nail.
With doing this, it's going to shave probably about 2 hours of labor off the roof.
Wow, okay.
It makes an extreme difference when we're doing it. Again, if you look at it, you've actually got 2 different components, one with the plastic cap, one with the nail.
Yeah.
They interlock together once you put them in there, so you're shooting through there. You'll see it here in a little bit when we videotape it, how much quicker it goes.
Okay.
The guys are quick doing it by hand. This just shaves off the time. When we're getting in the summer heat, it's hot out here. If you can shave a couple hours off for your crew and make their job easier, it's worth the expense.
So one of the things I want to go over real quick is right over here on the side of the house. Looks like they're pulling some of the decking off. I know we're at the phase where they've already pulled the roof off. Now they're doing the decking, and I know we got Justice over here giving that shot, so maybe we can borrow your shot, Justice, of that. This guy up here is pulling some of the decking. You guys looks like this might be what they pulled off originally.
So what you're going to see a lot of times is when people use improper or cheaper versions of pipe boots, this is where your pipe boot came through, started leaking. Over time, it just rots the decking out. Okay. Anytime we replace a roof and we find any kind of rotten decking, any massively stained decking, we're going to pull all that off, put it back brand new, going 3 rafters wide. That's just normal practice.
So on a fortified roof, walk us through real quick as we go in the shade here.
Yep.
We are in Houston, and it is hot.
And you can see our catch-all system up. We protect all the landscaping. It's springtime, well, really it's summertime now, but you got a lot of nice landscaping out here. This keeps all of our debris, all of our shingles, all of our nails out of the flower beds, onto the tarps where we can take them to our dump trailer a lot easier.
So let's talk about what they're doing right now on the decking. That is part of the fortified roof system.
So basically what you're looking at on a fortified system, so we're going to tear everything down to the deck. A lot of this is very similar to a windstorm installation, right? So when you're talking about fortified, what you're doing is you're re-nailing all the decking, right? We're going to have nails every 4 inches on center. That's all the way around the perimeter, the center of the decking, the whole nine, just re-securing it with 2 3/8" ring shank nails. What you're doing is making sure that decking is really secured to the structural beams, right? Once we do that, we're going to take a 4-inch modified polymer peel and stick product. Okay. We're going to treat all the seams on the entire deck. So every seam that's up there will be fully encapsulated to where water can't get through the deck. Okay. From there, a lot of it's really the same as windstorm. The one difference that we will point out is once we have that done, we put our ice and water shield in our valleys around penetration, things like that. We're going to put a synthetic underlayment down. Again, we talked about the plastic caps and how we secure that. One of the real differences with fortified, though, is typically on your eaves, you're going to run your felt over the top of the drip edge. That way water doesn't get back behind that drip edge. Okay. With here, we want to secure the waterproofing basically underneath the shingles. So we're going to run our felt first, then we're going to run drip edge all the way around, rakes and eaves. So it'll be on top of the underlayment basically. Because we're doing that, we're using a peel and stick starter shingle that will actually encapsulate that drip edge to where there's not a backwater lap basically. Okay. And then from there, a lot of it's just normal protocol from windstorm. You're nailing your drip edge. We're using a 2x4-inch drip edge. You're fastening every 4 inches staggered. You're using 6 nails per shingle, that kind of thing.
So in this house in particular, this was not a storm damaged house. This is just a homeowner that said, you know what, I'm tired of putting on roofs. I want a roof that's going to last.
He wants a roof that's going to last. Actually, when he called me, he wanted a roof that was hurricane proof. There's not a lot of roofs out there that you can guarantee are hurricane proof. There are some options of upgraded systems other than shingles. Right. Neighborhood wouldn't permit that. That's when we brought Fortified to them. Loved the application. He looked at the testing on there and really sees the value of keeping water out of the building. That's his main goal is I don't want water in the building. If a hurricane comes through, I don't want to get kicked out of my house because of mitigation and things like that. This will actually keep that encapsulated to where water can't get inside the building.
Cool. Let's do a little walkthrough over here on the.
So here, let me show you something too. So when you look at someone like, you can see the neighbor over here, these are the boots I was talking about. These are old school, cheaper versions of a pipe boot. It's got a neoprene gasket around the top of that. That neoprene will dry rot over time in the summertime. We get extreme heats down here, and that'll start pitting, right? Once that starts breaking and cracking, that allows leaks. As you saw from the decking over there, right next to the penetration, homeowner even told us he's gone up there and patched it several times because they keep on cracking. What we're putting on this house is a bullet boot. This is a lifetime boot. It's got an insert right here that goes directly over the PVC. That way it's fully encapsulated. This is designed to last just as long as the shingles instead of having something that's gonna fail prematurely. So whenever we design a roof system, we wanna take all the components and make sure they all last the same amount of time. If I put one component up there that lasts 10 years, and really you have a 10-year roof, you don't have a 20 or 30-year roof, right? And so that's the idea behind this.
What kind of shingles are we going with here?
This is a Malarkey Vista AR Class 4 impact rated shingle.
Okay.
Great product. Here's our peel and stick starter that we're going to be using. You'll see that we've got adhesive on both sides of this. Once we have our drip edge down, this will go over the top of that. This seals the backwater lap that we talked about earlier, and then you have your shingles come right over the top. It'll seal on the front side of it as well.
Is that any different than a normal?
Yeah, your normal starter shingle is going to be nailed on. It's going to have an adhesive strip for that first shingle to seal down to. This is actually going to encapsulate that drip edge to the tie-in of the synthetic underlayment.
Okay.
We're putting Lamenco ridge vent on there. If you know about Lamenco is the best product on the market, I believe. These guys test their product more thoroughly than any other ventilation manufacturer out there, in my opinion. So we're putting brand new ridge vent up there. This will be a shingle over style. We put this over the top of the ridge, nail it in, put our shingles right on top of it. It's a great product.
Cool. I'm going to let you guys get back to going after it, but we're getting a shot here. This is going to be in an upcoming roofing episode that I can't wait to come out because the fortified roof system is not something that's been around much in Texas.
It's new. It's new here. It's getting its legs though. I think people are going to start seeing the value in it. I know a lot of insurance companies are starting to see the value of it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, secondary reinforcement or waterproofing is designed to where if something fails in the roof, it gives you time to make repairs before water gets inside your house.
Right.
And that's really what you want to have.
Okay. Well, this is exciting. I can't wait to see this thing when it's done.
Absolutely.